Wait, I'm getting a signal.
Oh, are you?
Oh, do we have? I'm hearing voices. Hello, hello.
Warning, incoming Molly.
Hey!
Holy cow. Hi.
Holy
Sorry about
cow.
my frame rate, everybody.
Your
You look
frame
great
rate
to
is
us.
good. It's moving it at a number.
Okay.
You were
like
very
the
smooth.
pronounced
Very
my
tiny
alliance
pocket
with the
hammock.
sun. Thank
That's
you. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. There may
Molly-
be, you may see a cryptid dandy geek out there pretty
Excellent.
soon. Yeah.
A well-dressed
Okay.
cryptid.
Can I
only
get a
take
little more
Dapper
Molly in
Cryptid
my
out here.
headphones?
Everybody, good, because I can't believe you were talking smack about Eurovision right before I got here.
Only
We
I
weren't
was.
Smack. It was
Only
just like,
me.
What do
We
you
were-
expect from a
We
Canadian
were excited.
entry?
We were excited that Canada was going to be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why? Because the Queen died? Good for you, I suppose.
That's what happened.
As
yeah,
a nod.
That's why.
Sorry
I'm
about
slightly-
your monarch.
I'm slightly unclear as to what the requirements are to be in Eurovision, but I'm happy that we met them apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Australia's in there, so you might as well.
I hope that's the
Well-
argument that the Canadian delegation used. Come on, guys.
Hey,
Australia's in it.
Beach, prepare to get some links from me in Slack, I tell you what.
I've had to digest a fair bit of Eurovision against my will, so yeah, I by all means, yeah, pass it on.
Yeah, Eurovision by proximity. Just sort of mitosis, get it in there.
Was the
How's-
Fox song? Was the Fox thing? Was a Eurovision song one year?
What does the fox say?
No,
Yes.
that was Elvis for their TV show.
It was just their TV show. Okay,
It
Yeah.
so
might
the
as
Wolf
well
song.
be.
Goofy songs
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's usually at least one thing gets set on fire over Eurovision. There is often some traditional folk instrument of a nation being used in like an EDM dance number for some reason.
Right. Yeah.
Every other one is just a lady in a bodysuit going while sort of vaguely singing along, right?
Yeah.
I had brought my Eurovision hair to the party today.
It's great.
Thank you.
With
This is my
Inc-
my outfit.
the last year they had like this incredible stage setup with like
Yeah.
like 360 degrees of monitors or of like LCD displays that were changing all the time. It was
Wow.
super swanky.
You bring up an interesting point, Paul. What do you think they do with the stage after Eurovision? Because what I'm thinking is Canada should gun to win, and then when that stage is left over after the competition, after you're required to host,
Right.
then Desert Bus should just use that stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Are
don't
you
think
saying-
Canada's hosting.
No,
Is
you'd
it
have to
s-
win first. That's the
Yeah.
rules. But
Yeah. What do you guys
You
want to?
saying-
Okay, you won. What do you want? It's like we want to take the stage home.
Yeah, when you win, you get to take the stage. Is that how it works?
I want this panel, and I want this light up floor, and thank you very much. Back to the airport.
We've got our own volume now.
And all
That's right.
all the judges are like, why did we invite them?
Wow. It's not the respect of your international colleagues that, no, I just wanted LED panels for a sporting
Yeah.
arena. Bye.
You
Paul,
kidding me?
Paul, the judges are the population.
Why
Aren't
did
there
we
judges-
give Maple Cam?
No, in
Hello,
the
Mabel.
last, in the final round, there's like a judge from each, or judges from each nation.
And
It's not-
there's a very, very, very complicated system of there's a jury and then there's a phone vote. And then you read out the phone vote in real time, which is these sort of like, oh, Croatia, you're muted. It's like an awkward Zoom call, but with every nation in Europe, basically.
It's been really fun during the pandemic.
This is
don't
Croatia,
see how-
the nation. You're muted.
No, because sometimes they go in for a call and then the other people just are not there.
Yeah, and then there's usually a gap that is a year long, and then they go, good evening, Europe, and the votes from St. Croix go to, or not St. Croix. And there's something with Cyprus and Greece always voting for each other, and they get booed when that happens. There's a lot of Eurovision lore. It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
a large geopolitical anime that's been happening this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an anime about Eurovision? There's got to be one.
There's gotta be. Yeah, come on, chat. What's the song? There's got to be a song contest. Anime, at least one.
Why wouldn't I know this answer? Well,
Come
we're
on,
probably
Mr.
thinking of
Roundup.
Love Live or Bang Dream. That's basically the animes that have to do about we need to save the children's orphanage, and also we need to sing a bunch of songs in matching outfits.
Everyone was so nonchalant about beach pouring whatever that was into whatever that was.
Yeah, well,
You making
See?
potions over there?
It's got a deep punt.
you want to ride the dragon?
Okay, I'm in Florida, so I suppose.
So this
It's not a
is
Yes,
screw top. We had a lot of information about the tea earlier.
this is a Jouet Long. It's Jagasilk. I don't know if you remember Jagasilk.
I do remember Jagus.
Yeah, so they gave us a bunch of bottles of tea, and they gave us some really big bottles. And Suffix
Oh.
in the chat, who is also one of our site managers, was despairing the fact that nobody has cracked into these yet. And I'm like, well, I can drink all 3 in one night.
This sounds like a job for a bijouterie, if I've
Mhm.
heard one. Is it a
I'm
green bottle or just a very transparent bottle?
It is
Kinda is leaving into
greenish.
your background a little.
It-
Okay.
Yeah, it is has a little hint of green, definitely. Like if I look through at a white light, it all turns yellow. So I'm guessing it's green. That should make sense. This is this
Yeah.
Jouet Long, which is a snow dragon, should have tasting notes of oak, banana, and sunflower seed, and I have not noticed any of them yet.
Okay. Well, keep us posted.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We have you here for like an hour.
Yes,
And-
you do.
I love that you're here. It's so great that you're here. But get out. No, I mean,
This sounds like a bad thing. It's so
Well.
great that you're here for an hour, but
I wish you were here longer. I wish you were here all week.
I
oh,
do too. I had to fly
Agreed.
to Florida in the middle of year. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if this has come up before, but there's an American holiday that is like really close to Desert Bus most of the time, and it just kind of makes it
Mm.
Remembrance
I've never
Day?
heard of it. No.
no, because
Yeah.
you guys get yours out of the way in like October. I
Yeah.
think.
Like
Yeah.
November's
We
empty other than
procrastinated until
Remembrance
November.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to, but unfortunately I had to go to the field office, the Zeta field office over here.
I'm glad you're making the trip. and-
Broke an accord with the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, foreign correspondent Molly Lewis calling in from the Zeta Field office.
I'm just telling you though, if I'm here for an hour, if we get to 696969
Uh-huh.
while I'm sitting here, I will tilt the camera down and jump into that pool.
Hey,
The gauntlet is thrown.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
that's a
Uh,
pool.
What pool are
we
you gonna
were-
jump into?
Discussing how much Zeta has ever made on a shift, just to see what numbers were realistic earlier, and
That wasn't one of them, but
the highest-
maybe it could be.
The highest we've ever made when it wasn't the last one, where there's usually a big jump. The highest we've ever made was $22,900 on
Without
this.
like a fan gamer dump or nothing.
Yeah, this year. That is the most we've ever made. Was almost not even 23.
in living memory,
Yeah, in living memory, Zeta has just crested their best a few days ago. So
Okay.
strap in.
Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, if you can't say anything else about Zeta, it's that we are low performers.
I mean, just keeping the lights on.
69. That's like oh no, getting
50
the next
grand?
number to 9. 50
Yeah.
grand. I was
Yeah.
like, we could get the next number to maybe 69 with like
You
what,
just well, you've had
Oh.
17?
well,
What, 18, 20?
I should let
How does math do?
we should let you know that all the weird little things you're seeing in the overlay are Easter eggs have been programmed into it. So when you saw Maple Cam, that's an Easter egg. There's a reason why it triggers. If you care, you'll figure it out. Eventually, if you don't care, someone will explain it to you. I don't want to
yeah,
be
the
the one who
driver
ruins
appears
the
to be a
surprise.
ghost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they donate 630 to punish Matt, there's pictures of Matt's dog. And when they put a equals 3, we get ooh.
Molly,
I'm so
speaking
proud
of Thanksgiving, we've got this Thank a Claus
Yes, this art
challenge going on.
A master arts at my gates. Yes, last night I had to write 64 Thanksgiving themed quiplash prompts for the stream I'm doing on Bandcamp today.
That sounds
yeah.
easy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a brisk writing challenge, I tell you what. And I was, I was trying to engineer this quiplash game. Like, okay, so we need, you want to take control of the running joke. What's more satisfying than a running gag? And so I introduced this character called Thank a Claus, who is the Thanksgiving version of Santa Claus. And I had sort of imagined like maybe drives a sleigh pulled by turkeys. Maybe gives children a lump of something Thanksgiving related when they're unthankful. I don't really know, so I would love to see the canon of Thank a Claus expand.
Well, so far,
Mhm.
Thank a Claus delivers the potatoes at speed.
Mm.
Force.
Generally, Thank Claus picks one village a year to make sure that all the unthankful children are given their potatoes, and he doesn't want to spend a lot of time doing it.
Wait, so you
And he mostly just like goes off what he remembers.
Yeah.
just-
Okay. So
we-
you've explored the Thank a Claus lore already.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't check the list
Okay.
twice like Santa.
But you didn't specify what the thankful children
He-
get, the ones who
he
actually
barely-
are.
Oh,
He barely
that's why
checks it
I was
once.
pitching mashed potato. They just get like a handful of mashed potato.
Yeah, or a ladle full in the
unthankful
side of the
children
face.
get a raw potato. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the thankful kids get a splat of potato close enough to their mouth,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
so much that they choke or something.
Well, they need to take it home for their parents so that they can cook it into the meal.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
already
the parents have
cooked.
the gravy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
The really
Yeah.
good children.
It's a
get some
low
gravy.
effort meal, unlike the raw potato.
You have to scrape it off your face, but it's sure to avoid all of the filth and debris that an urchin collects on their body.
But it's a mark of honor, like, oh, thank a Claus chose me, as you got like, a mashed potato mask. You just
Yeah.
kind of just carve out the little eye holes and then wander downstairs to open your Thanksgiving presents.
The visual of a potato-covered child with a mask.
Thank a Claus came, Mom and Dad. Don't tell her kids.
Jesus
Thank a
Christ!
Claus.
Oh, okay.
Every night when my parents would get up at the crack of crack and they'd put together the turkey in the living room. And then we'd come down to a full cooked turkey.
At what point is it they get the mashed potatoes and then there's just like a gravy, like just a stream of gravy that fires out approximately where the kid was when they if the kid can reposition themselves to get the gravy as well, that's extra lucky.
The-
Just like
potatoes the
firemen on the
first
back.
time.
No, I
Where'd
want
that
it
come
to
from?
come out like a coffee vending machine, where it's just like you wait for a second, like
Oh.
too long, and then
Oh. Is there like a K-cup machine but for gravy? Does that exist? Have we just come up with our $1 million
I mean,
idea?
there's
This is how we're gonna get
packets.
to.
I don't know if there's
I-
like an
it
appliance
should.
you can get for your home that makes one-use
Like-
gravies.
Surely Nespresso pods exist. Hey, yeah. There's a buddy.
Yes, Ben.
Let me see. I'm gonna try and crush his head. Beep, a little claw machine.
uh,
Oh,
can I
I'm watching
smell it?
on the stream where it's slightly I crush. Oh no! Oh, he's crafty.
It's harder than you think.
It's harder than you think.
I'm squishing your face. I'm squishing your
Okay,
face.
let's watch. He's gonna fall into the pool. No, he's an expert. Okay.
You get Corey getting a selfie with Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Danny
Hammock
Geek.
twins.
Yeah.
You're a theoretical hammock owner at this point, yes, Corey?
Oh my goodness. It was slated to be delivered on the 10th. They said they attempted delivery, even though I was here and awake for like 24 hours during that period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then Ian was like, well, we probably need the car because we don't really want to schlep it
Mm.
Yeah.
all the way home.
Mhm.
And then a series of events occurred. Like Ken
There's
Stacy
just
was
some-
calling in, and we had no
Yeah.
idea that Ian had to go to Ken Stacy's for several days to help him set up
Yeah.
or be there for Dawn Guard, I think. Alpha Flight, whenever the Ken call was,
Already.
which meant that our car was not going to the post office.
Yeah.
You're gonna
There's
go
just
to
some
the
dudes at the post office just hanging out in your hammock right now.
Yeah, there's gonna be suspiciously well-rested postal employees who are like,
Here's your
"Oh
hammock,
yeah,
man."
we lost your hammock."
It's just hanging in the back of their truck. Like, I can see it. No, that's for my packages. Wink, wink. Oh,
Yes,
good. Someone got
that's
joke with me.
a business hammock.
It's my business. It's a write-off. Is Dawn Guard colored? Maybe Alpha Flight color. No, actually, I don't know what color your hammock is. That's mine. I'm projecting my hammock onto yours. That's very rude of me. Oh no, we lost Beej. Beej is going to. He's going to avenge your hammock right now.
Oh, good. Good.
By
As long
hook or
as
by
he can
crook.
get in there. Oh,
There.
oh, no more hand. No. My hopes are
and
crushed
Bijou
again.
We hand posing. Jojo?
Everything's fine. I'm okay. Just briefly, I started saying a thing and everything stopped. Everything stopped on my end. Like you all disappeared. The audio, like there was a break in the conversation and the music stopped. And I was just looking over
Oh my
here for a
God.
second and I thought,
You got sent to the
What?
upside.
what have I done?
Whatever
That
you
was-
were trying to say, clearly the Illuminati that control the world did not want it to be known.
There's your hammock boy.
That's my hammock boy. Yeah, it's a live. We have a camera B down on the hammock.
Yeah,
Okay, well that calls for another.
this is
head
broadcasting
gasket.
directly to my phone.
Yeah. Where's my camera?
You can poke him.
Can I crush the whole hammock? I can span the
You
whole
just
thing.
like
between
pick
my
it up
fingers.
and remove it.
Move off of here.
There we go. Haha, he's a sitting duck now. Wah, squash.
Ah!
Crushed like a grape.
Wrong channel. There, I'm back in the channel I'm supposed to be in. Hooray.
You want to see? Hold on. Look, everybody, it's your friend the sun. Oh no, this cable's too short. I
there
can't
is a
show you your
pool.
friend the sun. There is a
We can't
pool.
see the sun.
No, but I thought, like,
I
when you said I'll go
know.
jump in the pool, all I could see was this lake, and I'm like, that's a pool?
No, there's. Yeah, I mean, because you don't want to leave anything behind.
Yeah.
You got this pool inside this holodeck situation.
Right, is that like the Everglades or something? Like, are there crocodiles?
Inside the pool.
You know, not in the lake.
Okay.
No.
They import the crocodiles for the pool.
There are some like dinosaurs out, and like the birds are, large enough to pick up a child.
Wow.
That's why I'm in a
Good.
protective cage.
Because since you're so large and robust.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, I mean, I am child size, so I could be picked up by these herons. You don't want to mess with them.
I would trust Andy Geek to keep them away from you.
Would you? Oh, that's nice. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, he's also quite big, so like a heron wouldn't come near like a competing animal, I'm sure.
2 herons would have to. It's sort of the Monty Python question, like
Just
how many
grip
unladen
you
herons could
at
pick
the
up
edge.
a
Yeah.
baby
By a vine.
by the scruff, carry
Yeah.
it back to their nest, and you become their child.
It's like the chances are they won't cooperate, but are you willing to bet you're being picked up on that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's some sort of if the herons actually start talking to each other and be like, we could totally get this guy. You grab the legs, I'll grab the arms.
That's terrifying. Because like crows talk to each other and can gossip about humans and like describe them,
Yeah.
but they don't
Right.
have beaks shaped like knives, like certain herons.
Right,
I
yeah.
know.
But they can
Crows-
hold knives.
They can hold knives, and for all I know, they can operate firearms. I wouldn't put it past any crow I've met.
Crows can recognize people who they've never seen, just they've been told about by other crows.
Yeah, just a crow just flipping a coin, just going, "Hey, see, my friends were talking smack."
Ian's been feeding them peanuts, and he was very pleased, I believe, the other day when he discovered that they didn't know how to operate a unshelled peanut.
Yeah, the babies.
Yeah.
Dumb
and,
babies. Freshly born.
and then
Don't know
he
anything.
He cracked one open, and he ate it in front of them, and then they cracked them open, and I'm like, that has to. like,
Oh.
At that point, I'm
Give him a
sure
gift.
something twigged in him. It's like, maybe I should have kids.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his brood, I guess. But then, like, if he were to have a human baby, then he would teach that baby how to eat a peanut, and then he would lose interest.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
I
much.
think so.
He's really in it for the peanut.
He's just
teaching.
trying to teach different animals how to eat peanuts. He's like, oh, next is a human. Okay.
Yeah.
He's teaching a crow to fish. It's brave of him. That crow can go to a baseball game and have no problem.
Yeah. You teach a crow to fish, and they can eat for the rest of their life.
That's right. Happy 420, y'all.
See,
Sorry,
look,
I'm
beep,
look,
beep, beep,
today.
you got verified down below. Look at that.
I mean,
Oh,
actually, your
alright,
account
well-
is verified because you're notable.
I sent Twitter a picture of my driver's license back in the day. That was all it took.
And now who has that picture? Great.
I didn't mean
Maybe
to
I'm
go
the
in that
senior
direction.
You don't think
I
they
don't know
keep
how
them in the database, and at night I read them?
just Elon just sending little just snippy little postcards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to spoil what I had to write 64 jokes yesterday about Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Yes.
and I don't want to spoil it, but one of them was, "Hi, it's me, Elon Musk, hosting the first Thanksgiving on Mars. The food rehydrator's broken, so we have to eat blank."
Yeah,
Ran
my
out of
dad
Thanksgiving
phoned
jokes
me
after a
this
point.
week and was like, "Would you like to go to Mars?" And I was like, "I am allergic to raw potatoes." And he's like, "Well, you don't normally have to eat those."
not
And I
raw
was
for
like,
long.
"Well,
Does your dad have an in for how to go to Mars?
Or was he trying to see if he wanted to tour the Mars Incorporated factory? Like,
no." He was talking about real Mars.
oh, good.
The God of War. Wait,
Yes.
so what was your response to your dad wanting to take you to Mars? So
Well,
potatoes.
again, that I
he
can't eat the raw
wasn't swayed by
potatoes.
that
Like I'm not
argument.
like I'm a good choice for the travel and the isolation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
not for the staying alive. Like I don't
Hmm.
know if they have my antidepressants up there.
Sure, but well, what was your dad's like? What was the private Mars company that your dad was looking at, or had he even thought that far?
SpaceX, I believe.
No.
Because that's, I think, the one where they send up two people that are in some way closely bonded, but then in order to save space, you have to put your poop in bags and then line the walls with it to insulate you
Right.
from radiation. So,
So I have to
would
like
you do that
closely
with your
bond
dad?
with another human being.
Possibly your own dad. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, you're a person of great achievement. I think that you could do it.
He has
But-
leukemia. I'm not bringing him.
This
is all bad.
You're dead too,
Yeah.
eh? Okay. That's good. Do all our dads have leukemia?
I should probably talk
I
to my
hope
dad.
not.
My dad has 2 French bulldogs. Does that count?
Is either one of them named leukemia?
This is Luke and this is
Yes.
Kemia. They're a breeding pair.
Ugh. My dad has
Because
apparently has the easy manageable leukemia. You know, the leukemia you get on the weekends, I guess.
Okay.
You got that easy leukemia.
Yeah, exactly,
Like
right?
Jimmy Buffett used to sing about.
Wasted away in Leukemiaville.
Wasted away in chemotherapy.
Yeah, I thought those songs were about something different.
Some people say I got some pretty sickly cells. What the hell?
It's the subtext.
Yeah.
The notes were not playing.
Oh God.
Oh, Lord. Well, all I know, there's an ongoing banner-based conflict that
Well.
has roped Zeta in. How's that going for you?
The thing is, like, we haven't done anything. Like, it's just like I was like, okay, I got up and was like, I would like to have our banner visible, and I'm not gonna go to the effort of putting it behind me. So I'm just gonna go get the one from Studio C, and I brought it in here, and then everyone lost their mind. And now it's like something, apparently it's my fault, and I'm just like, so then I was like, well, I'm gonna make I'll make a little banner, and then I'm like, well, if you're gonna make one, you make 20. And so I made 20 little banners and was like, fine, I'm gonna let everyone know we were here. And now that got people mad, and I'm just like, so I'm just kind of just not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Switzerland of
Like,
shifts. Yep.
They get everywhere. I didn't want to bring this up during the shift.
You have one. That's a problem, right? Like,
It's a problem, Beach.
yeah, you came into the moon base, and then you left, and clearly you were infected.
Are they
It's
contagious?
the shirt.
Might be.
Am I gonna
They
get-
followed
All
you
I
home.
brought back was the shirt.
Are there any in my room now? God.
Hitchhikers.
I think you're maybe fine because you haven't been to the moon base in a while, which is a shame.
That is a dang shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ding dang shame.
It's a dang. Yeah, I did have Mikey and Tara in my house immediately before Desert Bus, so I sent all my cooties up with them. So
Oh,
you've been
okay.
Oh.
yeah, per my wishes. Well, shoot, I would have made a tiny Zeta banner if I'd known. Oh, so much sun out there.
You've got time. If there's stationery in the hotel, you can always make one, I guess.
I do. I'm actually in my niece's playroom, but she doesn't have any construction materials out here. I do have. Well, here's the closest thing I've got.
I'm surprised that your niece has a playroom that isn't just like a streaming den. Because that's what
I
kids have these
know.
days, right?
She plays like sports and reads books. What century is she from? I have this Birds of Southern Florida, so I can just
Okay.
hang that
Oh,
behind
that's
me.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right about there, and perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
Established.
Crushing it. We did it. Bit accomplished. Hang that right there. Here's my- that's my
Do
bit
you,
of it.
do you, I know I'm having a lovely chat.
Yeah.
I just
I have
wonder
no
if-
itinerary other than this. This is my
Do you feel like-
agenda for today.
Do you feel like trying to accomplish a thing?
No, no. Why? Did you have something that
Yeah,
needs
me
accomplishing?
neither. I'm just gonna go refill my water. I'll be back.
Sure. Okay,
okay.
fair enough. I was gonna say, do you want to put we'll put 3 minutes on the clock and you can try to build a couple things with us?
Ooh, 3 minutes? Yeah, speed run? Speed break.
Yeah, just a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
get in a couple of
Okay.
moves. I'm just gonna let the Peach is on the ball, and
Thank you.
we can just swap over to this right now. And if you pull up
Yeah.
the PDF, you can
I wish
follow
I had my
along
own
from
tune.
what's written there. Oh my goodness.
Who is this boy? Step 20, you said. Okay.
There's a beej and a peej on the shift, right? Like so.
Yeah.
Problematic, but to keep track.
Well, you should vote. You could go by take the Jordan route and go by Porden and Borden. You're good now.
I mean, that doesn't help anything.
No.
Okay, I can't. I've covered you up, so I can't tell what assemblage you have in front of you.
That's
Is
great.
it sort of a an unsalted butter yellow?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is very much Quebec margarine is what we're building here. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. So, let me know when you are ready. When you're in the ready
I
position.
am ready to proceed, and you know what step we're on, right?
You're on step 20, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So you need a one. It appears to be a double pop wide 8th round, ascending 1 tile height.
All right, 1 second. Oh, 1 tile height. Oh, 1 second.
It's quite a shallow round. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were. It
Well,
comes
shallow
back so
like a
easy,
roofing
doesn't it?
shingle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pips and pops and
Yeah,
snap and crackle.
You've got a whole terminology.
Mm-hmm. 1 tile 8th
Yeah.
round. I got you.
And then you need what they appear to be kind of quarter rounds, sort of a quarter, very shallow sort of dome.
Yeah.
Sort of
Okay.
almost a
looking for that.
yarmulke shape, if you will. You need 2 of those. A quarter yarmulke.
Quarter yarmulke. Hang on a second.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. What are we?
Happy when is Hanukkah this year? We gonna Hanukkah yet? Different set of instructions.
I'm gonna
Oh
assume
wow.
December.
Way back.
Is that the November holiday?
Yeah, the last week of December. Hanukkah. There's a whole song in my musical about it. Apparently, Hanukkah's not Jewish Christmas. Who knew?
And
Okay.
give me a little more description.
Of these quarter, it's if you imagine 4 of them together, like a Simon board. They're
Uh-huh.
sort of round, like they would all form a circle, but it would be sort of a disc. You know why I said yarmulke, sort of a shallow, the face of a sphere kind of shape.
I think I'm with you on this. Yes.
Okay. So you, if you're looking at the whole margarine structure that's on the table,
Mhm.
there should be a tile that is 2 by 6 on the top. That's kind of the highest level.
Yes.
And then what appears to be a 2 by 6, a bunch of pops just kind of facing you.
Yes.
Yes. So you will take the quarter round and put it in the sort of look at the raised 2 by 6 in the middle, the sort of top row, the middle 2 pips, right? There's pips and there's pops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you will cover the first 2, the sort of middle 2 pops on the little higher tile, and then going down to the lower 2 pops immediately north. So sort of the little square in the top center will be covered by this shingle piece, this 8th round shingle piece.
Okay. 1 second.
At the end of this step, the higher tile I was just telling you about will have a whole row of pops exposed, or pips rather.
Uh-huh.
But everything else will be covered by these pieces you've just picked up.
Oh goodness. Okay. I think I am. Yeah. You know what? Sure. Yep.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Wow, wouldn't that be in 3 minutes? I just sabotage your whole operation. That'd be
Maybe. Well. You know what? I believe in you.
great. You invited this on yourself,
Uh-huh.
and it is in about half an hour is not going to be my problem anymore. So
Exactly.
Yep.
remember
Remember to donate if you believe.
Yeah.
it's 69, 69, 69. I'll jump into that literal pool.
All right. Next up.
Orange
Yeah,
Celtic
so you have
71. Thank you.
the quarter. Are we nearly there? Oh well. These sort of quarter rounds that I was telling you about.
Yes.
Those will be the sort of flat planes of it will be lined up with this quarter, this 8th round that you just put down.
Uh-huh.
That felt like a slightly lewd gesture. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, they will be, the sort of right angles will be towards the center of the model, and the curved angles will be towards the north, west, and east of the model. Sort of,
Okay.
if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think so. Wait, northwest and east. Okay, sorry.
It'll present sort of a flush, rounded, but flat on the bottom, or flat on the side, shape.
Okay.
Not a pip to be seen.
I see. Oh, not a pip to be seen.
Well, so yeah, you've got that sort of higher 2x6 there. The bottom row of pips on that will be exposed, but everything else will be covered by these smooth margarine pieces.
Interesting. Okay. I think I'm following. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, once you've got those 3 pieces down and they appear to be a flush surface, then you can move on to step 21.
Please describe this step one more time.
Yes, so you have these 2 sort of quarter round pieces, and you have 1 1/8 round that should be apparently the same dimension as these quarter rounds. This single outlier will be the same height and angle as these quarter rounds. In case that's the piece you picked up. What if it wasn't? Just want
Can you describe the pieces one more time?
Yes. They are ascending 1 tile height from bottom to top.
Mhm.
So you gain a tile in elevation. It is smooth. There's no pips on top. It's all pops on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could see the underside of the pieces in the diagram. So you need 2 of those. I'm going to assume there's pops on the bottom of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1, it is the same sort of curve and angle and I think ascent on the bottom, but it is what appears to be a 2x3. It's slightly longer than it is.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
I hope that was the piece you originally.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I'm willing to go along with you on this.
As long as we all agree, that's what's important.
Yeah. And I also really can't tell if you gain a tile in elevation or not. I wasn't here for the rest of the model. So it's very possible. Yes, in fact, I think I was mistaken. So the pops on the bottom of let's start with the middle piece, the 2x3. All of the pops on the bottom of that, put them in sort of, if you're looking across all the pips, the center 2 columns.
Okay.
The top 2 rows of the center 2 columns. Cover that with the not rounded on the corners piece. There's sort of a
Top
90-degree
2.
angle. You're going on the round pieces, not that.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then next to the sort of top 2, the middle 2 columns there, you got sort of on the top row there, you got open, occupied, open, right?
I think
On the
so.
pips.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the row under that, you got open, occupied, open, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
you will take you'll take those 2 90-degree angle pieces.
Yes.
And there will be, so you got these little kind of corners made up, and that's what's left in the top 2 rows. And you will cover those with the rounded pieces so that you have a straight flat edge exposing that bottom row of pips there. You will use up all of those top 2 rows.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And that's step 20. And I think we're out of time.
I believe we're out of time. Yes.
But good news, we did get a note that confirms if someone wins a shirt through an art challenge, they get a doubloon.
Oh,
Yay.
great. That is a great note.
Okay.
So even
Take
though
a
we
look.
ended on a low note,
Mm.
we still came out ahead.
Giant bird out my window. Okay, it's fine. I'm safe inside.
Was the sun trying to get in?
With the sun trying to get the bird, I would like to see it try. That bird's gigantic.
At least you've got like 2 to 3 layers of glass separating you.
They would have to get through this holodeck thing and this window. They'd have to pull me out of this call. But wouldn't that be rake in the donations now, and maybe I'll get in a fight with a seabird.
Now, that's something that's worth donating for.
Come on, art shit.
Gonna just mute myself while I sweep all this into a jar.
Mm-hmm.
Molly versus Seabird.
The next musical.
Yeah,
Play
the sequel to
Seabird!
Thanksgiving. Play Seabird. It's just Freebird, but it's like set like a sea shanty.
If I kill you tomorrow.
Gotta swing a flagon around.
New stream, new show. Molly Lewis just goes around goes around America and fights various types of wildlife.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And then
it
the
would not be a very long
follow-up
tour. I'll
show.
tell you what.
You go to every state and fight the state bird of that state.
I will eat your national flower. I'll fight your state bird.
And then eat your state bird. No.
Yeah, and I'll
Eat
get your
everything,
state motto
all the
tattooed
state
on me
things.
somewhere. Yeah. If you can pick out your state flag, then I will fight your state bird. The secret is most American states, their flag is just like blue with a crest on it. So I would like to see somebody try it.
There's so many.
What animals could you beat in a fight? If you had to get in a fight with a... Like Canada's got some large. You got moose. You got some formidable.
Yeah.
Oh, I would
fauna
not.
up
I
there.
would not win against.
I would not. You
That
wouldn't
is like
even
getting
win
hit
against
by
a moose in a
train.
car. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's smaller animals in Canada as well, but I don't know. I feel like they might want it more.
Yeah. And it just feels like if you punch a beaver or something, then like that's grounds for, I don't know,
Yeah.
Well,
dismissal.
they
Yeah,
used to use-
beaver punching is heavily frowned upon.
Dynamite to remove beavers. From
Or have
Manitoba.
you found your Eurovision number? Okay.
Really, dynamite?
Yeah.
No, punching a beaver. You would punch a beaver at Eurovision. Obviously.
Yeah. There's not universal acclaim for beavers in Canada. Sometimes they like to do things. They like to get places.
What, like they chew through your phone cables and stuff?
Oh yeah.
There's,
God, I was joking, but really?
And then invade your house at night. No, they like cause flooding.
Oh, okay. They chew through the motor of your car. Got such strong teeth.
Your brake lines, and then you're on a mountain road.
Oh,
They collect the
beavers!
insurance money.
Signed with a little slap for the tail.
I saw a video one time of people who had like a pet beaver, and it would just like make dams, like take as whatever stuff it could find and like make a dam in a doorway.
That's I understand that's what Heather's doing this week. She's making a little dam in the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damming
Beach
up the
can't go
doorways.
home.
Yeah, he doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
He's got his own banner. Ah, okay, he's back. He's back. They're so large. What's the closest thing to a dinosaur you have in Canada? Moose, probably.
I feel like mammals aren't very high on the dinosaur list.
I suppose, but they're prehistoric in nature. The moose is like a shark, just kind of stopped evolving
Yeah.
because they were perfect
Like-
killing machines.
We do have ocean, so there are sharks.
Yeah.
You do got shark.
We got Canada geese. Those can get
Those
pretty
are
nasty.
very mean. Those are the raptors of the bird world for sure. Well, I guess raptors are the raptors.
Raptors are the raptors of the bird world. Yeah.
But they can open doors.
Canada geese are mean and also protected. So
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't even retaliate.
We
Yeah.
have bald eagles, but
they're like,
real,
what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
bald eagles are
bite your
real
kneecaps.
dumb, and they get bullied by like crows and seagulls.
Yeah. I saw in June, because bald eagles tend to hang out around the dumps in towns
Yeah.
where there are bald eagle populations. And in Juneau, I saw a pack of bald eagles in the air fighting over a used diaper. It was a perfect metaphor for my country, frankly.
Not the most majestic. Yeah.
No, if Ben Franklin could only see what I have seen.
Yeah.
Is he the one who chose the bald eagle?
No, Ben Franklin actually wanted it to be the turkey. He was like, the turkey's a noble bird, and it wanders the whole American, countryside. Whereas the eagle, what's an eagle about? But I feel like seeing a bald eagle fighting over a diaper would have allayed his argument.
Mm.
I feel like Ben Franklin would have been in support of like the problems we have with domestic turkeys now.
I would think he would sympathize.
They're just too
his
big to
countrymen,
do
the turkeys.
things. We made them too
Yeah,
big.
they fall. Well, but I think wild turkeys also, if it rains and they look up to go like, where's that water coming from? Their mouth will hang open and they'll just drown before they realize.
Really? So what
Yeah,
you're
they're
saying
not
is they might
an
not
evolutionarily competitive bird.
they might not present a real imminent danger to.
Yeah, I think this is the caveat of the Molly fights your local bird is just most of them will probably be wild turkeys. That'll just be what's available. Because I think most of the state birds are like songbirds, and you can't even get a fist on a songbird. They fly
But
away
if you
before
did,
Yeah.
like what's his name, Randy Johnson, just
yeah.
punch him.
I mean, you say that would be a problem, but you're depicting a pretty compelling television show.
Wouldn't that be a great
Yeah.
photo?
It's just high speed of just a fist clearing
Going through a
small
chickadee.
songbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, just burst of feathers. Like that high speed of the bullet hitting the apple.
Yeah.
Just little bird pieces flying everywhere.
My brother lives in Boston, and he was saying like during the pandemic when things were, no people weren't going outside and stuff.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when you were like going out just to go to the store or whatever, there'd be like others and on fences and stuff. You're like, yeah, we're taking this city back.
The cat's away.
No.
Wow.
I'm a real big fan of like what Australia has for bin chickens, because they've got like cockatoos and like ibises, I think. Like they're just
Yeah.
really exotic looking birds, because we don't have anything like that.
No, they don't. We've got a lot of. I think we got ibises out
peacocks.
here. I'm looking at one right now. You got peacocks. You got loads of peacocks. I bet you're peacocks.
They don't go in the garbage that much, especially not
Peacocks don't go in
downtown.
Oh, I see what you mean. Not like pick up a peacock, deposit it in the garbage. Like I'm done with this peacock now.
Dunk.
Please,
You mean like they
please
intervene
dispose
in
of
your
your
garbage?
peacocks responsibly, but take it to a local recycling center. Don't
Just
put
a
it just in
peacock
the
going through your
garbage.
recycling, like, oh, you got to separate these different kinds of glass.
Yeah, no,
Is
we
that
have
society?
like feral pigeons, seagulls, and crows,
What does
and the
what
odd bald eagle.
what pray tell distinguishes a feral pigeon from like a domesticated pigeon?
They
like,
are domesticated,
carnivorous?
but they've been left outside
right.
for a really long time.
You mean as contrast to like, there's not a lot of messenger pigeons in Victoria, is what I'm hearing. Not a lot of really highly trained.
Yeah, I don't think anyone keeps
Yeah.
domestic pigeons here.
Yeah,
I think every pigeon I've met is feral.
Yes.
About 10, after once we got the phone system put in about 10 years ago, the carrier pigeon market really dropped off.
They kept landing on the strings of our Canon string technology, so we had to abandon that system. Yeah.
The streaming has gotten way better though. The streaming via carrier pigeon.
It's just dropping
bad
packets
frame rate.
off.
Bad frame rate, yeah.
Sometimes there's just a little bit of poop.
Yeah. I feel like
But we
that's
still
our
get
fault
some-
for being early adopters, though.
We still get
And
some
it's
poop
so
to be fair,
eco-friendly.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
A little extra protein. Oh, I've lost it. We took my eye on it for a second. It's gone.
Oh,
So I have to just
it's gone.
touch the hammock by myself. It's my hammock. Give it to me. No, okay. Too bad. So how's been the singing, Paul? I'm really impressed with your list. A lot of good stuff in there.
Thank you. I've been doing a few things. Haven't done any yet today, but yeah, it's fun to pull out some stuff on occasion.
Yeah.
And
And to be able to point to a list is nice of just here are the things I like to
well,
say.
it was the problem would you get like the same people ask the same stuff over and over because they don't necessarily know
T-bird.
they don't know what you know.
Yeah.
And we have proven amply that singing songs that we don't know is not a great idea.
No, in a live broadcast, you don't say.
I feel like we've definitely gotten better at that, but there's some early days in Desert Bus where we would just basically be like, yeah, we could probably do that song.
I
Throw it on. Yeah, we'll do it. And then, about halfway through the first verse, everyone's like, oh no.
Yeah. I'll
This
dress
is
up as
different.
Skeletor and sing Wrecking Ball. I definitely know that song.
Yeah.
It's just a random hypothetical example.
Yeah, as a hypothetical example.
Oh, I wonder if I could get Skeletor to sing some Randy Newman.
Well, he's left his face here. So, probably
Okay.
Bees, you've been hitting the T really hard lately.
You shut up.
Oh,
I
I'm
know
worried
when
about
to
your
stop.
not.
body.
Like an hour left in shift, Beach. Beach, maybe you should slow down.
His antioxidants, fam. Give
They
him a
last
break.
for 3 days in the fridge.
He's got to get those banana notes or whatever. He's gonna find them eventually.
It's a new one, and it's got tasting notes of custard, honeysuckle, and cinnamon. It's got a real shallow punt.
I don't got a
Tasting notes.
problem. You
Tasting
got a
notes of
problem.
whiskey. Wait, this isn't tea at all.
A bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Barbecue sauce. Beach, no.
No. Wait. He's just drinking out of the pressurized air container. How's he even doing that?
Whoa, it tastes like hay.
What's the significance of the punt depth when it comes to your tea?
I just think it's like, because most wine bottles will have a pretty, they'll have a variable size punt, right? And this one has the idea, I believe, is to fight against the gases to keep it from cracking or whatever. It's supposed to last longer. And I just think it's fun when I find a bottle that has a really deep punt, because it's like, oh, look at how deep you are.
I always feel like I've been lied to.
Yeah, right? You're like, I expect to have this much. It's like when
That's
you
a
buy
full-
a thing of cream or something, and you that happens to me a lot. You buy hand cream and you open the thing, you're like, that's really shallow. And even though the thing's being, you look at the bottom, you're like, oh, it's
There's a whole air bubble here.
yeah. I've been
Mhm.
lied to because you hollowed out the bottom.
That's why they sell it by weight.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like it feels like
can't read.
a trick. Like you're supposed to somehow pipe it into the punt and then drink your tea out of the punt.
Oh, that would be great.
Look,
Yeah,
climb
it's
down
like
situation.
it comes with a little cup for you.
A little,
Yeah.
just a little. It's doing its own little keg stand and just dribbling tea into your punt for you to drink. And then you have to put it in a special little cup holder, I guess. I don't know why I'm trying to make technologies that Beach can drink tea faster. That doesn't seem to be. There doesn't seem to be a need.
What's the equivalent of a keg stand but for tea?
I mean, because a tea stand just sounds like what a video game character does.
I guess a tea cozy,
And then if you drink too much tea, you have a little teepee.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Bye. Thanks, everybody. Good luck.
Come back,
Okay.
please.
I'm back. Okay.
Although,
Oh.
so we've got this Thank a Claus
Yes.
art challenge going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got about 10 minutes left in that challenge,
Yes.
or 9 minutes or so.
Time on
Oh, yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me more about your lore of Thank a Claus. I would love to know.
I said that maybe he's as you had pointed out, he could be a Santa in a brown suit, but that doesn't have to be it. It could just be a Santa-looking guy in a turkey costume.
Also,
Yeah.
the turkeys
Well-
are all head turkeys.
And we also
What's a
think that he might be a
Santa-looking
local
guy?
lord.
A Santa-looking guy? You mean sort of the Hemingway kind of beard, that sort of thing?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, or an Orson Welles type.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Thank a Claus.
Brian Blessed, please.
Yes.
Yeah, the orange beard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rapper
and very
Thanksgiving.
little volume control.
Yeah. I decided that Thank Claus says oh.
Oh, have a potato.
Oh, I wasn't
yeah,
thankful enough.
Just riding through town. It's like if you played the old Paperboy video game, you know, where you just like throw the papers to the side.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's doing. He's just driving through the main street of town.
Just
Yeah,
the-
he's got one of
just
those tennis
hucking
serving machines just full of
potatoes or-
potatoes.
or mashed potatoes, depending on whether they're thankful or not.
I
And
know
all the
that's-
children stand on their doorstep and wait for Thank Claus to drive by and get hit in the chest with a raw potato.
Well, they can stay inside, but like it can penetrate walls and windows.
Just picturing now, just because I'm just picturing Brian Blessed on a child's bicycle, screaming at the top of his lungs, and just taking out like 4-year-olds left, right, and center.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, and
folks,
that's
you got
the-
7
that's the-
minutes. Brian Blessed
You got
on a
7 minutes to
child's
get this
bicycle.
out.
Just with like 2
Yeah.
paper bags, one with potatoes and one with mush.
Well, and the tension, you know, like at Christmas morning, it's like, oh, what will Santa have set up in my living room? But Thanksgiving morning, it's like, is a window going to be broken by a raw potato, or is it just going to be the gentle splat of some mashed potato?
Yeah, like you want to send
Right.
your kids outside to limit the damage.
Looking through
Yeah.
the curtains, you're like, you've better have been good this year. You better have been a thankful child. I'm not
Roll
replacing
down the
this window
shutters.
again.
I've got unthankful children.
I like that the mashed potatoes is just like a paper bag full of mashed potato. He just like takes handfuls out.
They're just like
throws-
it looks like it's snowing, but it's actually freeze-dried potatoes.
Ah, great.
Ah!
That what I'm seeing in chat, thank you, Anubis, is literally looks like an elder Brian Blessed. So that's good. Thank you for that piece of artwork.
Yeah, I mean that's not out of the realm for Thank Claus.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he took his gloves off to punch that polar bear. That's very genteel of him.
Yeah. I think it's because he
Yeah.
knows he'd do more damage with a bare knuckle.
That's right.
Well, it's like a
Very
hockey fight, right? You got to drop your gloves and get in there.
Yeah, the bear's not wearing gloves. You got to fight fair.
Not gonna
Yes,
jersey that bear.
No.
He has bare arms.
I'll fight you with my bare knuckles.
My bare knuckles. No, those are
Ah!
ah!
I wrote a crap shot a while ago that we will never get to do, which was
Oh, the bare hands?
yeah, the bare hands one is there's people eating in a restaurant. I'll just give it away. Who cares? We probably talked about it on previous
It's
status.
only been in the notes for like a decade. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, about 10 years so far. So it's two people eating in a restaurant, and somebody goes, "Oh, there's something wrong with this steak or whatever it is that they're eating." And they get the waiter's like, "Can you get can you tell the chef there's something wrong with the steak?" It's like, "Oh, you don't want to? No, he hasn't been." It's kind of like the Monty Python thing. He's been right since the war, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
he's like, "I'll go let him know." And he goes back. And then the chef comes bursting out of things like, "Who's complaining about the food? I'll fight them with my bare hands." And he holds up his hands, and they're bear paws, but they're not bear paws. They're bear claws. They're jelly donut bear claws. He's like, it hasn't been the same since the witch cursed me. And then the guy at the table's like, "Oh," and he reaches over and grabs the guy's hands, and he bites into his hand, and he takes a big jump with like jelly spilling out. And he's like,
I've been training for
bear."
this moment.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. It's just basically stupid thing upon stupid thing, and it's like, wow, that would take.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah, for some
I-
reason
but
we've never really done it.
No.
It's like a dream that you had.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that would that be the first crab shot where you've used the line, "Oh, it hasn't been the same since that witch cursed me."
It's probably not the first one.
I think you got to get to that line before Kathleen gets to that line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Gotta act that.
There's just a shot of her dressed as the witch in the background, like also having me, and like, yes.
With like a box of donuts that she snaps shut and then disappears behind a tree. Just a pink. The deal has
The
been
curse
She's,
of the
she's
bear
just
claw.
there and she's like, "You might be next."
I mean, it'd be
Joe,
fun if
not
she
to
came
mess
over
with
and,
me.
and she was the one who took a bite out of his bear claws. That would be funny too. But
That's
well, no. Now we gotta use our last 4 minutes to talk about this donut-based witch. Like, doing donut like she's got a cauldron, but it's just full of hot oil. She's
Right,
making
yeah.
various
Oh, so
perfect kinds of
she can
donuts.
fry her own donuts.
Yeah. She put some kind of, sort of the everything bagel, right? Kind of that.
Yeah.
She's got
I have newts.
Everything donut.
Yeah.
the everything donut.
Have you not had an everything donut with all sorts of like poppy seeds and yeah, they're real chewy though.
Well,
Mm.
actually, a lemon poppy seed donut I would crush with my face bones right now.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But not like an all dressed.
Like the chips.
An all dressed donut.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about what snacks you're going to serve at Canadian Eurovision, y'all. This is great.
All dressed donuts and like
A poutine donut, of
Ketchup.
course.
Just ketchup.
yeah.
Like all dressed chips are all the chip toppings, but presumably all dressed donuts would be all the donut toppings.
Yeah.
All the different types of donut stuff.
It's like a rainbow roll, but for donut,
Yeah.
basically. It would be a bar, certainly, so that you could fit all the you get a little bit of maple, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of cinnamon.
Like a long
This
john.
is a great idea. Unironically,
But with like
this is a great
slices, so it does come out like a roll.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
different kinds of filling, all kind of marbled together on the inside.
Because you
Some
can
custard and
shoot
some
that
jelly.
in multiple times. You're right. Like you can
Just stripe the piping bag, right? Just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
them
yeah,
all
yeah.
in there at
Oh,
once,
yeah.
like the peanut butter and jelly in the same jar thing, but it's a full encasement of bread.
Is that the second time we've talked about that on Zeta?
Yes.
Peanut butter and jelly in the jar striped together.
But we were talking about Nutella craft singles.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
you got the purple and the orange. It is kind of the aesthetic of the shift.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we
Sort of your colorway
beach.
beach, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe we only have 2 minutes left.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
Start
When's
crying.
your stream later? When's your
It's 7 p.m.
7
I have
p.m.
7 a.m. local time. I guess 4 p.m. your time. It's going to involve Seth Boyer and the Double Clicks, Marion Call.
Uh-huh.
Both of the, and let me see, Kiri Callaghan from TikTok and Nicole Deaver, all from my musical. They all played themselves. They were not openly insulted by the songs I wrote in their style, and are at least not holding a grudge to the point that they're going to come back and play some Jackbox games with me.
Right, this is a reunion, right?
This is a cast reunion for Thanksgiving versus Christmas, the musical that nobody asked me to write. And now I have very many CDs that have moved in ample numbers out of my garage this year because I actually reminded people that it exists. For some reason, all the November since 2016, it's been a bummer to promote things. I don't know why.
Mm.
Huh.
And also, some of those years, I was distracted by my friends at Desert Bus, having a better time. So thank you for that.
So wait, so people can
so-
still buy these CDs, I'm guessing then too, right?
Oh, 100%. mollylewis.bandcamp.com. They are $1 plus shipping and handling. Please get them out of my garage.
Oh,
Speaking
Yeah, go
of Bandcamp, are some of these remixes that you've been doing for our
the Zeta theme.
Zeta theme intros? Are those going to be available?
They're already some of them are on SoundCloud, including a version of the Out of Touch theme from this morning that is pitch shifted, so it's a little less discordant. But
Great.
those are.
That always helps.
I'll give that link to comms. I think it's SoundCloud. I think I'm Molly Lele on SoundCloud, but I'm not 100% sure. And there's also somebody made a song about the corgi potato from last year's Lego build. That's also I didn't make that, but go look that up. It's
All
delightful.
right.
Yeah,
This is good. I'm glad we have you on promoting your SoundCloud. Like every other
Yeah.
thing on Twitter, right?
like every other internet musician.
Yeah. Do you have any like
Yeah.
sun projectors or anything, or any sort of like, I don't know, other sort of things that you promote on Twitter? No.
Y'all, you wouldn't believe. Look, it is your friend the sun.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, we get
Oh,
to
I
see
almost
the
unplugged the
sun
camera.
like
Oh gosh.
No,
It's all
I'm
gone.
back. It's all gone.
Oh.
we
All
see the
right.
sun for like an hour or two. It's like wake up, open the blinds. Oh hey sun, and the sun's like, hi, I'm leaving. Bye.
Well, I know we lost. It seems like we have lost Molly. That is unfortunate. We love you, Molly, and I'm sure we will see you again. It's not like we lost you forever. It's like the sun came up and like just obliterated her. So
We can still hear her.
can we?
Nope, I guess not.
I
She's
guess
actually
not.
gone now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Molly, I believe Molly will now be judging that contest, though.
Yes, Molly's going to be judging the Thank You
Assuming-
Claus art contest, and we'll have that later for y'all.